Hey guys, this is Eric from Figure Unboxing, and in this video we're going to take a look at the S.H.Figuarts Kamen Rider Heart. And for those of you who are not familiar with Kamen Rider Drive, this guy is my favorite villain and he is a super badass. Anyways, here's the left of the box, here is the right of the box, and here's the back of the box. And let's not waste any more time and bust this thing open and see what we got. And here we have the figure still in there in the packaging, and he does come with a lot of hands, but I'm guessing they're exactly the same as Kamen Rider Drive. And for those of you who don't know Kamen Rider Drive, this guy is the combination of these two. Anyways, let's check out the figure itself. And here we have the figure itself, and as expected from S.H.Figuarts, the figure is pretty much perfect in terms of paintwork and sculpt, and I love everything about the way it looks. And let's take a closer look at the figure. The attention to detail is really amazing, and yeah, I mean, I love all these metallic paint, and the translucent plastic in the eyes is really cool as well. And the attention to detail on this figure is just amazing. And yeah, let's jump straight into the articulation. And for the articulation, let's quickly go over it from the neck down. He can look, ooh, the shading on the horn is beautiful. But anyways, he can look up about this much. Can't really look down because of the helmet, and he can turn his head no problem. And the shoulder is on a standard ball joint. You do have some pop-out shoulder, and he can raise his arm up about this much. The shoulder is a little bit hindering, but I don't think there's much they can do over here. I mean, it does have a ball joint and a hinge, so they did try their best. I'm not going to complain. And you do have bicep swivel, and can curl about this much, and you do have the ball wrist. And for the ab crunch, you can bend forward about this much, and you bend backwards about this much. You do have some side-to-side movement, and I think it's actually pretty good considering he's got all that armor. And for this whole skirt piece, it's just connected to the belt, and it's all soft material, so it won't hinder your articulation too much. And you can move it like that. And I believe the back piece, you can move it as well, right? Well, not really, but they're all soft though, so you don't have to worry about that. And for the leg, you can kick up about this high, bend about this much. You do have some side-to-side pivot, but they're not too great, and you do have the toe hinge. And I think that's it for the articulation. It's pretty much exactly the same as Tridorm. And let's get into the accessories. He got a lot of hands. And for the accessories, we get a pair of relaxed open hands, and these are really standard, and it looks pretty good. And next up, we get a pair of power overload display open hands, and I think these are specifically made for him because I don't remember seeing this for Kamen Rider Tridorm, and I really appreciate that. It looks amazing. And next up, we get a pair of trigger holding hands, and it's really generous that Bandai is giving us all these options, but to be honest, I don't think I really need this because he never really used weapons in the show. He's a really brutal hand-to-hand combat fighter, and they probably should have spent all these resources on him. But anyways, let's move on. And next up, we get a pair of hands for him to hold the sword, but I think in his case, he will probably do more damage with his fist. And lastly, he came with a pair of hands for him to hold some accessories from Tridorm, but honestly, I don't think we need these, and I really have to speak with your manager about resource management. But anyways, let's jump straight into the size comparison. And for the size comparison, let us start with the Kamen Rider Drive figures, and they look very good together. At this point, I think we should be getting every single one of them. There's two more coming out. We have Kamen Rider Type next and Miracle. I'm still thinking if I should get the super golden version of Heart, but I might just get a used one because it's literally just a recolor. But anyways, let's move on. And next up, we have the S.H.Figuarts Dragon Ball and Street Fighters figures. And next up, we have some S.H.Figuarts Naruto figures. And then we have some American IP S.H.Figuarts. And then we have some Mesco 112 Collective. And lastly, we have some Figma figures, and let's jump straight into the final thoughts. Alright, so for the final thoughts, I highly recommend the figure. It is beautifully made. I love the sculpt, I love the paintwork, and I think Bandai did a really good job of capturing the bulkiness and the powerful feel of the figure. Like, this guy just screams power to me, and I really like that. I know I talk really harshly about the reuse of the same parts, but I think in this case, I'm okay with it. Like, he has enough different parts that it's a different character, even though it's mainly just Kamen Rider Tridorm. But yeah, I actually do think $80 is worth it for this guy. But yeah, I think that's it from me. Do let me know in the comments on what you guys think. And this is Eric. Don't forget to like and subscribe. I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace!